What's going on, everybody? Stefan Martinez, Nicholas Gambaro. Another edition of the Nick and Steph Show is live and in living color, as we like to say. Um, let's start off with some, I don't know if I would call it breaking news, but I did just break some news if you follow me on Facebook. I'm going to let Big Dog read this because this is like his jubilee. So, Big Dog,
I'm
read it.
I'm pulling it up now. What's up, everybody? So, Stefan just broke, as he said, some news here, although we kind of knew some of the teams that Deshaun Watson may end up on. But sources, Deshaun Watson has narrowed his choices to the New York Jets, Miami Dolphins, and New Orleans Saints. If traded, meaning Stefan, will have more on today's show at the bottom of the hour. So let's see if you get any more updates or any news.
Well, I do know this. I do know that he's spoken to his agent. He's spoken to, some friends of his around the league, and they look at the situation with Mike LaFleur, Matt's brother, and they're like, "Listen, that's the perfect place for you to go. The guy is an offensive innovator, and he's going to be able to put you in positions where you're going to be able to succeed." Now, Deshaun still likes the idea of South Beach. He still likes the idea of possibly, you know, going somewhere where the weather's warm and all that. And he sees the Dolphins as a legit fit. However, with Saleh's press conference today, and we'll get into that. The fact that he was non-committal to Sam Darnold, to say the least, I found fascinating for a myriad of reasons, which we'll get into, I'm sure, in the next couple of minutes. But and New Orleans was always like somewhere where you thought he could go once Drew Brees retired. Sean Payton knows how to work with quarterbacks. I don't believe they're going to go move forward with Taysom Hill, although that's what they tell you from a macro perspective because they don't want to upset Taysom Hill. I don't believe they move forward with Taysom Hill. That's just my personal opinion on it. I could be wrong, but the indication I got today was, listen, Deshaun is weighing his options, and New York is definitely on his list of choices. Now, this is the thing that the Jets have to do. If you're the New York Jets, you have to be willing to part with some major draft assets over the next 3 or 4 years at least to get this finished. And look, the Texans are playing hardball. I don't think this happened fast because he wants out, because he has a new contract. The Texans aren't just going to give him whatever he wants. They're going to make him earn everything he gets. So if I'm Deshaun Watson, I love the idea of getting out of Houston. But I know that they're going to put me through the ringer before I do because I just got my money and now I'm asking to be traded.
Absolutely. And these are three of the teams that we discussed on Monday's show. And yeah, Taysom Hill, I could just see him still in a backup role. I don't see him ever being a starter.
And for those that say that Jameis Winston could be the next quarterback, I mean, he could be. But I don't believe somebody like Sean Payton, who's had a quarterback the caliber of Drew Brees,
He ain't
is
gonna go
automatic.
right to Jameis Winston.
It's not like he's gonna have this come to Jesus meeting where all of a sudden Jameis Winston is his quarterback. I don't see that. And look, are there other teams on Deshaun's list? Yes, there are. There's an interesting report out by Zach Jackson in The Athletic, who wrote that the Cleveland Browns might be in position to make a trade for Deshaun Watson.
Really?
Me personally, I don't think they do that. I think they extend Baker.
Would you want that?
I don't know, because I don't know what it would take. And I don't want to kill my draft assets in the future to do something right now where I don't. First of all, you don't know how he's going to fit with what they have. To me, Baker's a good fit right now. You got a great running game. He has wide receivers. He has a tight. Like, Baker's the guy. He established himself, and I don't really know if the Browns are going to want to pay a premium in terms of draft compensation it would cost to get Deshaun to Cleveland. But I'll say this: the Jets. I'm gonna implore you, Jet fans, just chill for a second. Just chill for a second, and I want you to just chill for a second because you guys start to build up everything in your mind, especially this guy here. The mind starts going, and before you know it, you're off to the races and you can't stop yourself. So, word to the wise, Jet fans. I know we're excited. I know the list is exciting. And this guy will tell you, I don't break stories unless I have legitimate sources to them.
James?
I agree with you, and that's something that me and Big Dog have been talking about. What's up, buddy? How are you? We've been talking about this for a couple days. It's like, what's the stopping point? Like, when do you go? This doesn't make sense for us. I know he's young. He's 25 years old. He's in the prime of his career. He would instantly make you a better franchise. But what's the stopping point? Big Dog, I ask you again. At what point do you look at this and go, this is not worth it for my franchise? Or do you say, you know what? Well, I'm going to just throw my chips in the middle of the table and I don't care about draft picks? Because if that's the attitude, then you give up any draft pick you can to do it.
Part of me feels I don't want to give up that much because they're definitely going to ask for a crap ton,
right?
Including probably a player. But then again, the Jets aren't great at drafts anyway. Now, we don't really know because, again, we have to – now, Joe Douglas's first draft wasn't the best, but we got to give him – we should give him another chance. But at the same time, I'm in the middle, to be totally honest. Because that idea of getting Deshaun Watson – but again, the only thing is how much money do we have cap-wise, which you do have a lot. But you're going to have to sign Deshaun Watson, let's say. Then you're going to have to sign whichever wide receiver you get it. So the Jets have to be really careful what they do.
The only reason why I wouldn't do it, and I want to know what you think about this, the only reason why I wouldn't do it is because I think you have so many holes that you have to fill this roster out first. I can understand if Deshaun was the missing piece to put you over the top.
Right.
Deshaun doesn't help automatically what you need. Does he get you better? Yes. But
right. And James, although you'll probably take it like that, but it's not a knock. But we kind of need, I want a great quarterback, but even if you get just a really good quarterback that doesn't turn the ball over, he manages the game well, and you fit like a Mark Sanchez, but you put pieces around him because look what he had. A really good tight end, good wide receivers, a great running game, and look where that got them, and a solid defense.
Right.
So that's kind of more so as much as Deshaun is like, oh, my God, that would be amazing. But you do make a good point, and so does James. Like, you need a lot more than just a QB. And how, he could make anyone good, but at the same time, what's the point of getting one amazing player, but if the rest of the team is like, so. Like, you got to kind of even everything out.
That's a very good comp by you, Kayla.
Tannehill, that would be.
Although, if I'm the Texans, I would be trying to trade for Deshaun Watson because the Texans are ready to win right now. Ryan Tannehill's not the quarterback that I want them to have. If I'm Deshaun Watson, I include the Titans because look at what he's walking into. You're walking into Derrick Henry. You're walking into Jonnu Smith. You're walking into A.J. Brown. You're walking into weapons all over the place if you're Deshaun Watson. I don't know if Tennessee is on his list. We don't know that for sure. I do know the 3 teams that I just reported are on his list. Those are destinations he would consider going to if he had his options. But look, if you're the Jets, just take it step by step. I know Deshaun is the the golden pot at the end of the rainbow. I get that. I'm not poo-pooing it. Enjoy yourselves. If you can get him,
What's up,
get him.
Emilio?
The defense needs more work. I
Oh,
agree.
the O-line too, absolutely.
Right.
Definitely.
And that's why I agree with you. They would never trade him to a division rival. Great point by James. But
Excuse me.
Deshaun has all the leverage here. Because if Deshaun says, bruh, every way you trade me, I'm going to say no to. Because remember, guys, he has a no trade clause. This is a very, very important piece of this puzzle. We have to remember, listen, we can dream about where we want him to go, but he controls his destiny. He controls and says, hey, this is where I want to be. I don't necessarily. No, I agree with you, Kid.
Oh, yeah. I think
but
Tannehill could work really well. I would be open to that. Absolutely.
so are you totally out, James, any other Jet fan watching, Big Dog, you're the resident Jet fan on the show, are you totally out on drafting a quarterback? You're out.
Might be. Because you're not getting Trevor Lawrence. I can't see it. I really can't.
You don't take a shot on Justin Fields?
You could. I know the people want a definitive answer, but
I'm curious. Like, so
because it's really like it's so. I mean, anything is unknown. Nothing's guaranteed.
Right.
Like, I think ultimately Zach Wilson out of BYU, that would be an interesting pick if they did that.
So, James, if you had your options, buddy, would you draft a quarterback or do you want them to go trade for a quarterback? What do you do, James, if it's you? If you had your druthers? Nah, I don't agree with that. I don't think he's just as good.
I think the Sam era is over. I really, in my heart of hearts, don't really think, as much as Sam's a good dude and Douglas likes him and Saleh likes him. Saleh we're going to get into in a little bit because he had his press conference today. But
all I'll say is Saleh likes him, but Saleh was non-committal. So how much does Saleh really like the guy?
That's why I think the Sam era is done. Let him go somewhere else. I think you draft the kid out of BYU or you trade for somebody.
Look.
But I don't know. I know but
it's a hard conundrum to be in. I don't envy being in your position. I just feel like we have to get some context here. Like I think the fact that Saleh was non-committal to Sam Darnold just lets you know, bruh, I like you personally, but you ain't gonna be my quarterback next year. I would draft a QB to reset the money at the QB position. You need to. This is a good point.
That could work.
This is a very good point. Ultimately, I'll tell you what I think they do. I think they do the typical Jet thing. They trade the future for Deshaun Watson just because he's a star, just to take the back pages.
And Woody's coming back, so you know that that could very well happen.
Just to take the back pages, just to be the New York Jets, just to say, look, we have a star. Here it is. Now we're gonna put weapons around him and try to figure it out.
Tickets if fans can even go in the stadium next year.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it that way. I think that's what they do. I think that's how they go about it.
You're not wrong. I could totally see that happening.
For your sake, I hope not. I hope they don't do it that way.
But who knows? Maybe this new regime drafting a QB, maybe it could change. Maybe. I'm not going to be that hopeful yet. I got to wait and see. But that might, a new regime, Salah, Douglas working together, maybe that is a good point, James. Draft your own guy instead of trading for somebody. You're in no position to win right now anyway.
I got you. But the fly in that ointment is Woody Johnson. Been in the UK for 4 years. Ain't been around the team. Probably feels like I'm back. I gotta let you know I'm back in the building.
Wants to make a splash.
Right. So I get the sense that although it feels like let's do the logical thing, let's take a step back, let's figure this out, let's not do anything panicky or risky. I just feel like Woody Johnson's the type of dude that he's gonna want to do something that could possibly set the franchise back for years. That's me. I hope I'm wrong though.
Yeah, that's such a bad move if they keep Carson Wentz, but I don't know.
I mean, Howie Roseman.
I think you got to have a fresher Philly. They're just a mess down there.
I'm sorry, Jalen Hurts should be the quarterback.
He should.
To me,
Howie Roseman should go.
To me,
Hurts should be your quarterback.
Jalen Hurts should be the quarterback, and we should try and get people in here to work with his game. Because why the hell you taking then if you're just gonna let him sit there? That makes no sense to me.
And then now if you keep Wentz and start him again, then you're gonna cause a whole nother controversy. That's the way I see it from the outside looking in. I don't know. Do you see it that way? Because
me, yeah. I want to get as far away from Carson Wentz if it's me, from an outsider's perspective.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know their day-to-day operations. I'm not as connected to Philly people as Kayla is because she lives in the market. She sees them every Sunday. She hears the reports from different people in Philly. But if it's me, I'm moving on from him. I mean,
I just think he's so bad for that locker room and just the organization in general.
If you're gonna tell me,
so you're gonna.
I don't get that, me personally. If you're gonna get rid of Doug, get rid of them both.
You know what it sounds like, and I'm sorry to cut you off, Stefan, but I want to ask you. Because it sounds a little bit to me, if they really do that and they stick with Carson Wentz, kind of seems like a little bit of a power struggle. Like he kind of won it. Like, I'll stay, but you got to get rid of Doug Peterson for me. Or am I reaching?
No,
you think that could be a possibility?
That's exactly what happened. You fired a coach so I can stay and I can basically Carson Wentz got him by the short hairs, bro.
He's the Adam Gase of Philadelphia.
And I'm staying here. And I'm sorry, Carson Wentz to me is not that good to be called. I mean, you not like the brother won Super Bowls. We need to chill, doggy. You calling shot? You know, if it's me, I don't play that it. I'm firing you and I'm getting rid of you. Y'all both gone. If I was an Eagle, I would trade Wentz. Yeah, exactly.
100%, James. I don't know.
Wentz plays a part in it because
sounds like Wentz. Sounds like Wentz played a part in it.
Listen, Howie Roseman is connected to Carson Wentz because Howie Roseman drafted Wentz.
Like I could be wrong, but
you're gonna
take
the
way it looks. Oh. And the things he said in press conferences and the way he acts, from what I heard.
And I'm sorry, Carson Wentz is. I mean, Howie Roseman's a bigot, though. He's a dope. The fact that he's not gone and he's not fired, that's a problem to me. What Jeffrey Lurie, the owner of the Eagles, is waiting on to fire this dope, I have no idea.
Me, same here.
I don't get it. Maybe I'm not reading the rule. But I agree with James. Reload for 2022. And let's. I mean, y'all just won the Super Bowl. Like, what are you trying to patch
fresh for? Not like you're winning anytime soon either.
Right. And here's the thing. What do you tell the Jalen Hurts now? Like, it don't matter. What you did these last 4 or 5 games don't matter. Come on, man.
If they bring Wentz back, if I'm Hurts, be like, yo, get me out of here because
I'm
I don't
out.
want to be here for this drama. Sorry.
First off, you know how bad that makes you look as an organization? To let the kid get a taste, to only tell him, nah, you got to go back on the bench.
And he performed well.
Right. Right. They were going to win the Sunday night game before Dougie pulled them. I'm saying.
They were.
So it's almost as if like, hey, yo, listen, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't, because I can't make the decisions I would like to make, to be honest.
Oh, absolutely. I think they're already calling for his head.
Honestly, to say he was
From what players
blindsided by
say about him, I don't think he's really that big of a favorite in the locker room.
To say he was blindsided by the benching, bro.
Yo, that interview was, I was like, you kidding me, right?
Wait a minute,
I didn't know that was coming, he said. How did you not know?
You blindsided by the fact you've been playing like trash? All right, I'll play along.
How crazy is that?
Anyway, speaking of crazy, trying to get back to being civil, the Jets introduced Robert Saleh today.
Yes.
Big dog, I know you watched the press conference. So did I. What did you think?
I liked it. I really did. He impressed me a lot. I'm trying not to get too, ahead of myself, but he did impress me. He said all the right things. The number one thing that a lot of people are saying, and I agree, he seemed very down to earth. He didn't do like a Joe. He wasn't like crazy Adam Gase last year with the crazy eyes. And he wasn't like Joe.
Crazy.
And he wasn't like.
Crazy. Real quick, speaking of crazy, because you mentioned crazy, did you see the press conference that happened in Detroit?
Yeah, that.
Again, continue. I'm sorry.
No, I don't even know what to make of that one.
Oh my God.
And he also too didn't do too much Joe Judge football speak too. Like he spoke very candid, honest. This is going to take time. I do like his mantra, all gas, no break, meaning we're just going to keep going and, work hard every day in that prep and just and everything. And I thought that's a really cool mantra. You mentioned it. He's not committal to Darnold. They're going to hire LaFleur as the new OC and Ulbrich as the new defensive coordinator. And so Saleh won't be calling the defensive plays.
That's the key right there. That's the key. When I heard that, I'm like, okay, we got a head coach.
Yes.
Now we got a head coach. Because if you ain't going to be calling the defensive plays, now we know you're all about both sides of the football. Now it ain't just going to be, let's see what the defense can do. Let's see what I'm just trying to figure out the whole piece.
Yeah, and I like that he did say we're gonna win championships, which I'm like, all right, maybe shouldn't have said that. But he wants the fans to hope, but no, but
you gotta read the room. You gotta read the room. The moment you get off to a bad start, everybody, this guy's promising.
And the weird thing too, though, the things he was saying about the Jets, like it feels like a family community. Like I really felt at home here, and very positive things about the structure of the Jets and I'm like, all right. I mean, maybe he's seeing something that we don't see from the outside, but
they just gave him a nice fat check, so of course it's all family, happy, joy. Of course.
I'm like,
he was on a flight from the UK. Christopher Johnson probably got drunk with him. He was like, listen, it's all you. Let's do it together. But
yeah, and now Saleh will report to Douglas, and Douglas will report to now Woody or Chris Johnson, whatever.
Whatever the hell.
So it wasn't like that before. Now it is. What you would think. The coach reports to the GM, the GM goes to the owner.
You know what that's called?
It's got to be all ass backwards, excuse the expression.
No, that's called you guys are functioning as a normal organization. That's called functioning as normal. Now, you've been warped enough where you might actually have to see this in person before you get excited.
You're
Because
right.
you're used to the owner going, no, buddy, you don't report to him. You report to me.
And Woody's coming back, so he might all of a sudden just turn around and go, nah, like, don't go to Douglas first, go to me.
That's why the Deshaun thing is more on the table than ever.
I'm
Because if Woody says, I'm done trying to play the the small game, I want a big splash, that's where Deshaun becomes applicable here.
right, because look, he was the guy who got Brett Favre. He was the one who got Tim Tebow right after the Giants won the Super Bowl just to get ahead of him and had that work out horribly.
Especially if the Bills make the Super Bowl and win it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, I should not be excited.
I mean, we're not trying to not get excited, but I'm trying to just I really did. Like today, I really enjoyed him talking and the way he sounded. I'm like, wow, this guy could be it. But I'm like, all right, Nick.
Yeah, but
don't jump in just yet. Like, put your foot in the water a little bit, but don't jump in all the way yet. Because, again, this is the New York Jets, and as Stefan mentioned, Woody Johnson is coming back today. So,
right.
And I would feel a little bit better if he just didn't get back involved with the team. And not that Chris Johnson is he's a dope, but if it was mostly Saleh and just Douglas kind of doing everything, then I'd feel better about it. But Woody coming back really scares me. And a lot of people aren't talking about it.
Woody coming back scares me because, like you said, you seen Woody do the Brett Favre thing. You said Woody do the Tebow thing. You seen Woody do the Mike Vick thing. You seen Woody do some things where you were just like,
wow. Now the Brett Favre thing almost worked, but he got hurt, and then look.
But still, like, fam.
No, but mostly he's made dopey decisions, no doubt about it.
And then you're gonna trade off a crap ton of draft picks, like you eloquently said at the top of this thing. What future you're gonna have when Deshaun's 30? He got no weapons to go through, and the Texans got 80 of next 9 first-round picks. Just saying. What are you gonna do?
Oh my God. I don't know.
It's just a thought. I do like the fact that he was, I would say he understood the situation, and maybe that's just because after Gase could have won. I got you. I'm not. All I'm saying is, don't be excited, but temper the enthusiasm a little bit. Because remember who you root for. They call them gang. They call them gangrene for a reason, and it's not for the right reasons.
I mean, think about it. We're named after a foot fungus. That's pretty bad. That's a pretty bad nickname to have.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Your organization has been a fungus for the last 20 plus years.
We have been. If only they could. Oh my God! Also, too, another stat. I think I sent it to you this morning.
Right.
Hold on. I gotta find it because.
Oh, the Brady thing.
That, but all right, I can't find it. The Jets haven't had a 4,000-yard passer since he was named in 1967. I was like,
yo, fam. You think you could have stumbled? Well, hot damn.
Not hot damn. Well, god damn.
No internet. It's slow. Yeah, exactly. That's that. That was my first reaction when you said that to me. I'm like, nah, fam, that can't be. And then I went to Pro Football Focus, and I saw it, and I'm like, holy crap. Holy crap. Wow, bro.
Wow is right.
Wow. It's just it's beyond baffling. It's baffling how they still haven't figured this out after 50 years. I'm perturbed by the fact that the New York Jets are still having these same issues. Speaking of perturbed, and speaking of being a dweeb, and speaking of all the things that I don't like about a head coach, hey yo, fam, I'll say this: Jared Porter, you, my friend, there's a special place in Dopeyville for people like you.
Yep.
There's a special place in Idoville for people like you. Jared, listen, fam. Jared Porter, my man. So I'm just going to say this. All I'll say is you got to be feeling like you hired this guy. You hired him. You thought everything was going to be all good. He makes some acquisitions. He gets you Frankie. He figures out a little bit of the bullpen. You guys are still in the mix for Trevor Bauer, which I heard today from somebody looks very likely at this point. And then you hear this story about the thing with the woman and how things just disintegrated, and you're like, oh my God. How bad could this be? How bad could it get? I can't fathom. I can't fathom that. I really can't fathom it. I was stunned when I heard the news Monday night of how things had disintegrated all the way to this point. And I'm sorry. The Cubs, you got to eat this, bro. So you're just gonna let this guy do this, and he was in your organization, and reportedly somebody in the Cubs organization knew. Are you kidding me? Yo, fam, somebody gotta wear this. Somebody gotta wear it. 1,000% somebody gotta wear it.
Absolutely.
When you heard this, what did you think?
Shock. Although it is the Mets, so still not surprising. But you thought, listen, I thought the tides turned. Steve Cohen's here. Maybe this is new era. And I'm like, it's his fault, but I'm like, oh my God. First of all, it's disgusting what he did and horrible. And thank God, right after, not too long after, the Mets found out he was fired. So Steve Cohen did the right thing and fired him. But I'm like, oh my God, you hire Beltran, who's in the cheating scandal. Now you hire Jared Porter, who does this.
Right. Can we ever? I know the quote from Rick. Can we ever just have nice things?
Just once, no drama for 1 year. Is that even possible? I don't know. It may never be.
Ah, big dog.
But it's terrible. It's terrible what happened to the girl that she had to go through that, and thank God he's gone. So,
hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Come here. Big dog, keep going. I'm hearing you. It's just, it's like you say all the time. It's like a sick joke. You kind of hope that it would end, but you kind of like, it's the Mets. They'll find a way to screw this up, and voila, here you go. They did.
I know.
Give me that controller, the black one.
Try not to think that now with the new ownership and things are actually looking on the up and up, and then
right.
And now the time, it's like the same old Mets again. Like you hire a GM who just does stuff off the field.
We cannot hear you. Regular TV.
That's horrible, and it's and now it's looking
baffling.
like I think Sandy Wright is going to be basically the acting GM this year, and then next year they'll look for a new GM, correct?
I mean, yeah, I think that's the smartest thing to do at this point because there's no reason for you to hire a brand new GM when most of the heavy lifting right now is already done. Like,
right. And Sandy's involved with a lot of that stuff anyway, so.
Right. He was the one
negotiating. Can I ask you something? Why not just keep him on as the GM? Or Steve Cohen wants his own guy?
No, that is Steve Cohen's guy, but what I'll say is I don't necessarily believe that he thinks it could be something that could be done long term because Sandy's up in age. Sandy, he does have health concerns. He has a bunch of different things that he's been dealing with. So that's kind of the thing is, can his health sustain being a general manager for a long period of time?
Right.
He's already battled cancer twice. He's already in his mid-70s. How old is Sandy? Like 73?
Around there probably, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, if that's the case, you already know that this whole, situation of, his age, it's going to be a problem wherever you go. Now, you'd like to believe that Sandy can find another guy to, take over the organization once he departs. However, and I'm going to say this, they struggled getting a general manager in there the first time. They struggled to get a guy in there that had some experience. They wanted experienced guys. They wanted Mark Shapiro from Toronto. They wanted Theo with the Cubs. They wanted a whole bunch of David Stearns with the Brewers. They wanted guys that are experienced baseball minds, but no experienced baseball mind is going to want to work with a guy like Sandy Alderson who's going to make the top decisions anyway. Like if you hire Theo Epstein, then Sandy Alderson becomes meaningless because Theo's going to want to run the whole baseball operations department. He's going to want to bring in his own guy, his GM. He's not going to want to have to deal with answering to Sandy Alderson. He's going to want his own guy in there. So that's why that also becomes a bit of an issue. Because as much as we want to sit there and say, well, yeah, maybe Sandy can work his magic and, he can get somebody to come to terms and do it his way, I don't see it. What do you think? Do you think that Sandy should just do it for this year and then step away and then see what other baseball executives will take the job? Or do you want Sandy to kind of be the overseer and for him to hire the next general manager with him overseeing everything?
I think so. This year, just go with Sandy. And then next year, have Sandy stay in. I'm sorry, the Islanders are on. Against James's Devils, by the way, we're playing against tonight. I think Sandy should oversee everything, like you said, next year, and him be involved in the hiring.
Yeah, I agree with you, James. I get it coming from things can change. You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. But no, Big Dog, I agree with you. I do think that there is an element of only this would happen to this franchise. It sucks to think like that. You're kind of like, oh, well, hot damn, Steve. I thought you came to change the narrative, buddy. Your first month on the job, we got issues already. Like, and the first thing I'm thinking is, oh my God, the Wilpons leave. But you got to give him credit. He did do this right. He didn't even wait till 8 o'clock the next morning.
No, he went right on Twitter and like, he's fired.
Termination, because we can't condone your garbage. And I'm proud. I'm proud that Steve Cohen took the initiative, Because the Wilpons would have been like, let's wait 78 years.
Yeah.
No, you can't wait 78 years. That's just irresponsible.
Very.
And look, even the players, Noah Syndergaard put out a tweet like, "Are you kidding me? This guy's disgusting." And the players put out tweets and supporting, the woman. And I'm sorry. Can I do this, Big Dog? I usually don't do this, so I'm gonna ask permission first because I gotta air some people out. Evan Roberts and Craig Carton, you two morons don't deserve to be on the radio. That's right. I said it. If you like WFAN and you want to defend WFAN, you're watching the wrong show. I'm sorry.
We are not WFAN fans on this program.
Listen, this is why we created shows like this. So dopes like WFAN can become obsolete. Old men rivers that are past their primes. Get out of here, you old fossils. You dopes, and I'm done with you. To assume that ESPN has been sitting on the story for 4.5 years now, Mina Kimes, who was the co-writer, along with Jeff Passan, who broke the story. I'm not gonna assume that they did anything out of turn. We need to remember something though. She wasn't gonna break the story until she was getting ready to break the story. She had the decision to say, okay, I want to break this story here. I want to break it now. And this is how I want to go about doing it. Okay? So let me be very clear. If you think that this woman did anything wrong by withholding your story until she was good and ready, you're a moron. You're a moron. And Big Dog, I'm sure I speak for you when I say that.
Yes.
If anybody thinks that this woman did anything wrong when she was just trying to pursue a job and she waited until the Mets hired him so she could get a job, anybody that says that she did anything wrong throughout this story, you're a moron and deserve to be called for it. Boomer and Carton and Roberts, you're both morons and deserve to be relieved of your duties immediately for such an asinine statement like that. You're a moron. Go ahead, Big Dog. I'm sorry.
And they were dopes from the jump, but that topped it. Then show why they're dopes and morons.
I'm sorry. I just had to get that out because that's the reason why women in the industry, they don't come forward because of morons like him.
Yep.
And then to think, oh, well, she waited until he got the Met job. You know what? Good. Don't let this guy become a general manager and assume all the power in an organization for him to do this to somebody else. And they can't fight back because they feel powerless against the general manager of the Mets. Good. I'm glad she did what she did. Very glad.
Yes.
And the sad part is she's no longer in journalism. She has another job, which is why she felt comfortable coming forward with this anyway. So she lost her job because of this.
Man.
You're a dope. Whoever says it's her fault needs to be friggin'. Oh, that's disgusting.
It is
disgusting on so many levels. Big Dog, do you have thoughts? Because
nope, you said everything I was gonna say. So
it sucked. It really sucks. It sucks.
Yes.
Speaking of things that suck, so the Washington Capitals decide, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Good. We're going to chill in a hotel room with our mask off. All together. Not separated, but all together. Big Dog, you're the resident hockey guru on the show. Go, please.
All right. I was trying to figure out how to approach this, but I'm just gonna go for it. Washington Capitals and any other all NHL, just please, just the NHL put guidelines there for a reason. Just follow them. I understand. Listen, all of us are starting to have this fatigue of COVID, and want to hang out or want to, be with people. But you got to. Oh my God.
Let it out. I'm here for you.
No. The NHL put those protocols for a reason. They want you to just, if you're playing at home, let's say like a 2-game set, go to the rink, then go home. Or if you're on the road and you got to go to the rink for practice, then go right back to your hotel room. Apparently, too, there's an app there's apps for, like, say, if you need groceries delivered or you want food delivered. They're showing those commercials more and more now, of course, with COVID. But just follow the guidelines. Just follow.
Right.
Do your part to protect yourself and others. Wear your mask. Don't gather with people. Even it was only 4 people, but still they were without masks. Like, just go to practice and, like, you shouldn't be going gallivanting anywhere or, going.
I like that word, gallivanting.
Or each other's
I like
house.
that.
So Washington Capitals, that was really silly of you to do.
No. Say what it really was. It wasn't silly. That's dopey.
It was stupid. All right, it was stupid. It was stupid.
And I'm sorry, that fine, the 100,000. Are you? Oh,
apparently that was the limit. A lot of from what I was listening on the radio up in Canada today.
Garbage.
And apparently most of them agreed that was, especially in times like these, that was a really hefty fine because the league and teams are already in financial crisis. So $100,000,
I guess.
No, but I get what you mean. I would have done more too, but I guess because of COVID and teams are already in financial,
Yeah, but you want to stop people from going out?
Of course.
You think they're going to stop $100,000?
Like, I don't know. It just bothered me so much because to me, it's,
Yo, that's like a dereliction of duty. What if the Caps can't play the next 4 games? The Caps are not playing for a week. They can't. The next 4 games are canceled.
No, they're going to play, but without those 4 players.
Wait a minute. So they're going to play, and those 4
without
players
Ovechkin, your star player, Orlov, Kuznetsov, who's your second best player, and Ilya Samsonov, the new rookie, the new goalie.
So wait a minute. Basically, the whole team's not playing, or the main players.
Actually, 2 of those games are against the Islanders.
Damn, you guys lucked out. You guys, you are some lucky mofos, boy. See, like, hey, against us, then we don't got to play their heavy hitters. I'll take the wins. Okay.
And Ovechkin did put out a statement that it was wrong for him to do and it was stupid and I will learn from my mistakes, which is all well and good, but you really shouldn't have been doing that in the first place. You really shouldn't have.
My friggin' point exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
NBA and MLB, NFL, the Premier League, even international sports. They want you to follow these guidelines so you don't infect yourselves, your families, or friends or teammates. Just follow them.
And I'm sorry, you could put the season at risk of not being played.
Right, that too. The season could go awry and maybe they won't finish unless it be the NFL because they'll just do whatever the hell they want. But the MLB, there were discussions of maybe it ending early. Maybe the NBA has a lot of cases too.
Right.
NHL now, so it's in every sport.
You mentioned the NBA. I gotta go here. A couple teams haven't played in a week. The Grizzlies haven't played a game in a week. They've been contact tracing for a week. The Blazers haven't played a game in a while. Are you kidding me? Are you guys that desperate to have a social life that you're willing to put checks on the line that you so covet these game checks that you play your hearts out for because you want to go out and party. That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
You're putting other people at risk and yourself.
My right.
I know. Again, it
Yeah.
is. It's hard, but you have to. We all got to do this right now. The
Right.
athletes have to do this because just to get the seasons completed, and again, not to have it be a risk to themselves, families, or the team and their
Right.
coaching staff. So,
Right. And I'm gonna say this. The NBA is about the stars. The NBA is about these guys right here. We like stars in the NBA. LeBron, Kawhi, and KD. So we understand this. We know what it is. We know that the stars make up these leagues. But let me make something very abundantly clear. You don't see LeBron going out in the hotel doing anything stupid, do you? If LeBron James, who got more money than any other human being on planet Earth should ever want, can stay quarantined on the road, so can you. So can you. If a guy like Steph Curry and Draymond Green and all these guys that have won championships, that got pedigree around the league, that shouldn't care about their stature at this point.
we're winning not 1-0 already, but got to get more.
But I'm saying, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, and for the NHL, that's a bit. Alex Ovechkin, besides Crosby, is like your star player in your league. And for him to do something like that, that's not really a good look.
Dopey. Dopey. It stuff like that frustrates me because it means that you're not paying attention to what's going on around the world. You got people starving, struggling to make it day to day. You're blessed to play a sport to make your money, and yet you feel the need to be a dope. That makes no sense to me.
I agree wholeheartedly.
And I don't mean to cast all the players in the same light. All smart players are jocks. No, because you got some smart brothers out there and sisters and guys that want to do the right thing. But that right there, for a sport that doesn't make that much money anyway, you guys are.
Like Bettman had to be furious.
Of course. And again,
and the Capitals too.
Can I say this? Maybe it's because they're not from the United States. I don't mean to make any assumptions, but maybe they, in all their countries, they figure, this virus ain't. I mean, we're not from America. We're from Russia. We're from all these foreign lands. We don't really, and they figure, they can't tell me nothing. But bro, you play in America, my man. Like you play in the United States of America. You get paid to play a game in a country where there's a raging pandemic and you gotta chill. Chill, bro. It's not hard. I don't understand the issue of why we need to continue to perpetuate. You're only giving this virus more life to keep growing and to keep us locked down.
Not wearing a mask, and if you're gathering, that's only making it more.
Right. And Big Dog's already at the end of his rope with all this garbage. Me and him, we text about it all the time. Big Dog's like, can we all just mask up?
Yeah, we're not going to get into it, but
I'm just saying.
Oh, you're right. It's just.
And you get paid to play a game.
You just got to protect each other. That's what it's about.
Right.
But.
Speaking of news, you got any hockey stuff for us? You got anything you're keeping an eye on besides the Islanders almost ready to kill you almost nights?
Well, we had a huge win the other day against Boston. First home win against them in since 2013. So that's a big deal. The Vegas Golden Knights are undefeated. They're 4-0-0.
Well, what else is new?
The Flyers lost the other night. I guess I jinxed them because I was like, yeah, you guys will win. I was telling Kayla, they lost 6-1 to Buffalo. One of the worst teams in the East Division this year.
Here this guy go. Here he goes.
Oh, boy.
Here he goes. Really, James? You got to start. You got to start with that. We might be getting an NBA Finals preview though tonight. Milwaukee and the Lakers are playing tonight, 7:30. That's going to be a fun game.
I'm sorry, I was gonna laugh because I was like, "Wait, you guys are playing the Knicks? You think? I mean, you guys are playing the Lakers. You think you're gonna make?" But I forgot they're playing the Warriors, not the Lakers.
No, the Bucks and the Lakers play tonight. Milwaukee and LA. Possible NBA Finals preview.
I was like, "Wait, Knicks, Lakers?"
No, I'm not that. I'm not that nonsensical now. Listen, if we beat the Warriors, I might run around Times Square and start partying.
Really? Why? I wonder why it's delaying.
I don't know.
But no, I mean, also two more COVID news though with the NHL because the Carolina Hurricanes won't play a game at least through January 23rd.
Wow.
Right, because their game against Nashville got canceled, so they're not playing any games. Dallas didn't play a game yet.
Still, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
wow.
Not good. Toronto lost 3-1 to Edmonton last night. Which, Toronto, they're flipping out up there because...
What's up with them?
Yeah, I don't... And I said they were going to run away with this division, but... I mean, it's early, very early, but... Oh, this guy with the Knicks background. We're very New York today. Jets, Knicks, you had the Mets. You had the New York skyline.
Yeah.
It.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it sucks because first of all, Toronto, we got some issues over there, bro. They don't play enough defense. They don't. I'm like, fellas, can you help me out? The lack of defensive intensity for those teams is it's embarrassing.
Yeah, so they started off with an overtime win, then loss, then a win. Win-loss. So they're not very consistent. And they haven't really actually been scoring. I mean, they average, well, except for last night, like 3 or more goals a game. But they only scored 5 in the first game. And now, actually, Joe Thornton, too, other big news. Hurt and will be out for a while, Coach Sheldon Keefe said. So...
so much playing them on that first line.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, well, that really didn't work out so well. I mean, I hope he gets better and he's okay, but I mean, that whole thing from the jump.
I don't have one, buddy.
Yeah, and he's flip-flopped around, but he decided I think he's just a casual observer. He don't have like a team.
Yeah, I don't have any rooting interest. I just like to see this guy go mental for.
He was a Ranger fan and a Maple Leaf fan for 10 minutes. Then he kind of liked the way the Islanders were playing. Then he went back to Toronto. Then he's like, I forget this flip-flop, and I'll just be a hockey fan from afar and watch, some games, and I'll watch a lot in the playoffs. Is that accurate? You're a casual observer.
Right. Very
You're
fair.
not a big fan of the sport, but you'll watch it and you'll...
No, in the playoffs, it's like that's like.
But this year too, because it's not a lot of games. I think you'll watch more than you normally would, right?
Yeah, in the playoffs, it's
as long as the Knicks are on, you'll watch.
Yeah, if the Knicks are in the playoffs, you're not getting no hockey love from me. Just as you say
that.
I mean,
when they're not playing, I said you would watch. When they're not on.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta try these, bro. I'm not lying. Chips Ahoy cheesecake, chocolate cheesecake cookies.
Ooh, I do have
Try
to.
them.
I am a. You know me. I'm a Chips Ahoy fanatic. I love them. So
Yo,
I gotta try them.
weep worthy. Weep worthy. I can't cry because I'm on the air with you, but they're weep worthy.
I mean, you could weep. The people would get it. James, too. Your Devils are actually off too. They've been off to a very good start. They beat the Rangers the other night. Thank God.
I know you were happy
Although
about that.
they were giving. I'm not even a Devil fan, but I was getting a heart attack at the end because they only won 4-3. They were up 4-2, then it was 4-3. I'm like, oh God. But I knew they'd pull it out though. The Rangers, they're not good.
By the way,
And
did you see
you
this?
split against Boston. First, another thing too, they lost in a shootout the first game. Then they beat them the next night in overtime. So, but again, very early. But if you're a Devil fan, not a bad start. What were you gonna say?
If you're a Devil fan, you got to be a little excited,
A little
a
bit,
little
yeah.
bit fired up.
And honestly, a team like them, a young team, this kind of format can favor them. If you could beat the Sabres a good number of times, the Rangers, certain or other teams, Boston.
Listen, as Yoda says, don't try, just do.
I do love the shirt, being a big Star Wars fanatic. James, too, is a Star Wars diehard as well, so we appreciate the shirt. That's good. Listen, that's a good approach, but I think this kind of format – but the only thing, and that's the big thing, James, and you know it being a Devil fan, having no Corey Crawford now, that might be the thing that hurts you guys down the stretch is not having that solid backup. Because
The Devils could be the Miami Marlins of hockey.
Right, like that. The Miami Marlins, that kind of work for them, the 60-game format and only playing in the East. So maybe for the Devils it'll work. Also, two other COVID. I can't believe I forgot to mention this. Josh Bailey is on the COVID list. We don't know.
I mean, he wasn't doing nothing while he was on the ice anyway.
No, but
I mean, you hope he doesn't have it. God forbid.
Right. No one else on the team has it, thank goodness. And the game went on. It's going on right now. I mean, but again, the Capitals are still playing, so it seems like the NHL too, with certain situations, may just march on and play.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have thought that, I guess, with Carolina and the Dallas situation.
I mean, at this point, you can't postpone too many games. You're already at kind of like
right.
You're already in
also,
like the weird spot.
Right. Flyers Bruins tonight. That's a huge game to keep an eye out for. Lightning Blue Jackets, which we were streaming live last year for the 5 overtime thriller between them. That game's actually on NBCSN tonight. So that.
By the way, does anybody know if the Laker game has been postponed against the Bucks tonight? I'm hearing.
I got none from ESPN.
I'm hearing some things. Hold on a second. I'm hearing.
Why they think players they're on the COVID list?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm hearing some things. So let's get to the bottom of this. I have nothing in the email, so I don't know what's going on. No, they're playing. Okay. I was like, hold up, wait a minute. I've been waiting for this game all day. Don't tell me it's postponed. It's gonna ruin my night,
Minnesota Wild 2 is another team that's off to a hot start, 3-1-0.
They do this every year.
They do. Now again, the format may favor them because now let's face it, me and you know this. It's going to be Vegas, Colorado, St. Louis for sure. That's a lot. Yeah, I'm not a betting guy, but if I was, I would like those three are guaranteed to make the postseason. But then you have the Sharks, Coyotes, Ducks, Kings, and Wild. Wild might sneak into that
Say
last
that again.
spot.
Say that again. He said the Sharks. He
I
said
said,
it
how
really.
do you say it? The Sharks, real Brooklyn,
You said
that's San Jose Sharks.
I thought you said the Sharks, like real Spanish.
No, Sharks, Ducks, Kings, Coyotes, and the Wild.
Well, wow.
Yeah, but
Arizona's interesting.
and you know this too. I feel like in every sport, like, well, football, I mean, it's a different setup, but like baseball, basketball, hockey, always going to California seems like a death trip. Like, oh God, this ain't gonna end well.
That's where the Knicks are headed right now. You got Golden State and Sacramento in back-to-back nights.
But now isn't Golden State's not good anymore?
No, they found their footing. They're the Warriors.
All right, never mind.
They're the Warriors light.
But
Steph has decided I'm murdering everyone.
In
So
hockey terms, the Kings, Ducks, and Sharks were forced to be reckoned with. Now, not so much. So go.
Yeah, but you still got to go out there and try.
Oh, of course, that's one thing. No doubt.
I know you're happy about that because you don't fall. You don't fall asleep during games anymore like an old man.
We don't have to go out there this year. It's nice. The starts is beautiful.
You see this guy with his eyelids get heavy. He's like,
and I'm a diehard fan. But listen, I'm old. I can't stay up like I used to anymore. I try, but
he can't hang. You're officially part of the Old Men River Club.
Montreal is in first. Well, them and Toronto are tied for first place. For the North Scotiabank North Division, it's called this year because every division sponsored by something this year. Did you see that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the East is the Mass Mutual East Division, and of course Scotiabank would be the Canadian division. So
listen, fam, we're all 90 over here. We're all 90.
Oh, you're old too, Jay. Listen, we're the same. I'm only like a month older than you. So, but we're the same age. And Steph's older than both of us. So,
yeah, I'm officially the leader of the Old Men River Club. Real quick, because I know we were gonna do this top five. I wanted to bring top 5 NHL retro jerseys. I got my top 5. James, what's your top 5?
I should have known this. I haven't been on Twitter in a little bit, but Josh Bailey's playing tonight. So apparently I missed something earlier today. Now maybe there was like a false test. I
saw the tweet. I saw it.
My bad. Because the last time I saw it said he was on the COVID list. But I guess it was safe for him to play. So Josh Bailey's out there tonight. Hopefully he plays well and doesn't mess up like he normally does.
I mean, they might have want to keep him over there.
What was the tweet you saw that he's playing tonight?
No, that he was on the list and he was questionable to play.
Yeah, see, I'm
top five retro hockey jerseys. What do you got for me?
Oh my God. Oh, I'm not a Devil fan, but Devils green and red, the Christmas / Italian jerseys, I call them, because they're green, white, and red.
Of course.
They're on the list. The Anaheim Mighty Duck jerseys, you got to go with them. Classic. The Islanders orange and navy blue jersey, the one I have, love that jersey.
Right.
Not, I guess you could say retro. I mean, it's from 2006, 2007. I guess that would count, right? Or no? You need to go back.
Jersey, you know what? I'm Jersey. I'm in love. I like the Nordiques jersey.
Oh, the Quebec Nordiques too. That's another good one. A classic.
The Nordiques jerseys are gooch. I like the retro Mighty Ducks jerseys. I think those things are beautiful.
2-0 Islanders.
Well, hot damn.
Well, the Devils do
I
have
like-
the second string in tonight.
I do like the retro Kings jerseys when they were Laker colors. Do you remember those? The King jerseys
Yeah,
when they
that
were
was
Laker
when
colors?
Butch was on the team. They wore those.
Yeah, ball.
They're nice. Trying to think of what other jersey.
Detroit had some. Detroit had an all white alternate jersey from like in the 80s. They wore it. Even like the Red Wing was white. I don't know if they still wear them, but they had like an old.
jerseys I liked, and they're not a team anymore either. But the Atlanta Thrashers, I always thought their jerseys were dope.
Yeah, but they suck.
Yeah, Kovalchuk was on them. Was on the team. James hates it with a passion, which I totally understand. Sorry for mentioning that,
Love.
James. Don't get mad at me.
James is like, you had to go there. You had to go there.
Yeah, I'm sure he's cursing at me.
Of course, no doubt.
Oh, the Atlanta Flames jerseys from the 80s. Those are good ones.
Right.
The Coyotes jersey with the coyote on them. Very cool jerseys.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot out there, especially with hockey. There's so many cool designs and stuff.
Yeah. I do like the alternate Dallas Stars jersey, the all green.
Oh, yeah. And that's fairly new, but those are nice.
I like that. That's gooch. That's gooch. We'll have a wonderful night. You brought up a name that I don't speak anymore.
I know that scars you. And he left right after they made the Stanley Cup final. Listen, James, I would feel the same way too. I would hate that guy with. Oh my
What is? You think they're just rubbing the salt in the wound like, yo, fam, cold shot. That's so wrong. That's wrong.
I didn't think of it till after the fact, but oh well.
That is so wrong. Damn, big dog. Savage Aloy.
Yeah. That's when I used to really hate the Devils too. And James really hated the Islanders. But now, not really anymore. Like it's, and it ain't much of a rivalry anyway. I mean, I don't like the Devils, but I got no beef with them.
I want to get that back just for brevity purposes, just so you two could.
Listen, if we play somehow in the playoffs this year, the hatred will come back. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, boy.
Oh God, I'll tell you a story. No, because we used to sit he used to sit behind me in senior year of high school. He sat behind me, I sat in front of him, and the whole playoff run that year for the Devil. Hey Nick, he goes, hey, he nudges me on the shoulder. How about those Devils? Where your Islanders? Oh my God, I wanted to smack you so bad, James. So bad. That used to get under my skin so much. But the bright spot of that year, though, was you guys beat the Rangers. So that was...
You mellowed out? You mellowing out? I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
You did not. Well, you're still kind of nuts. But no, with the Islanders and Mets, you did mellow out. Well, you're not a Yankee fan anymore, so you don't have no really reason to hate the Mets. And yeah, the Islanders, Devils, there really is no rivalry. I mean, we are close in proximity, but we have that commonality of Ranger hate, and there's really no reason to hate the Devils. Yeah, you shouldn't root for that. If you're a Devil fan, you don't root for the Islanders, or you're an Islander fan, you don't root for the Devils, but, there's really no beef. And there's that commonality of the hate for the Rangers. So, it, you know.
So,
But, yeah. But, see, if we played each other a lot in the playoffs, then it would be a completely different story. Because playoffs, you know it in sports. That, whether it's baseball, basketball, hockey, when it's a series, I just often.
Right.
The hate.
It's like us playing the Rays. Like I didn't have an issue with the Rays until this past year.
Right, and then let's say you play them again next year, and then that rivalry's only gonna.
And I hated George Springer anyway from his Astro days. Now that he's a Blue Jay, and I got to see that mother. I hate him even more.
Yeah.
I hate him even more. If the Blue Jays get Trevor Bauer, I'm gonna.
See a Blue Jay Yankee playoff series, we might.
Yo, that Blue Jay offense is no joke. And that's without signing Michael Brantley.
The Rangers, more than any other sports team, I hate them beyond belief.
That's without the Blue Jays signing Michael Brantley. And the Blue Jays, if they would have signed Michael Brantley, I'd have went in the corner and I'd have been like, you know what? I'm over this garbage. Michael Brantley and George Springer back-to-back day. Thanks. Just thanks. I feel great. And, you know, and the truth of the matter is they were coming anyway because I told you, yo, Toronto's coming. You would have put Brantley and Springer in that lineup. James, that offense is already. Now you add more.
It's lethal, that offense.
Oh.
Let's go Toronto.
And Vladdy's in shape. You saw the picture of Vladimir Guerrero Jr.?
No.
He lost like 60 pounds. He looks like a brand new human.
Yankees are in trouble. Oh, tear to my eye. And the Mets are coming for you too. Oh, we might see a changing of the guard. Oh, you bastard.
Oh yeah, that's why I said if you guys get Trevor Bauer, the game done changed. Honestly, I think the Mets still have a shot. If the Mets end up with Trevor Bauer and the rotation they got around, oh my lord.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be mad if he went to the Mets. If he went to the Blue Jays, I'd be a little pissed off. I can't lie. I'd be a little pissed off because I'm like, damn, bro. You always pitch well against us. He always had this. Now he got the McGregor strut. I want to beat the crap out of him every time I see him pitch, and he don't even pitch in my division. Sickening. Look at him laughing. Look at him.
They're mad. It's hysterical.
Oh, I mean, I'm not mad. I just.
You're a little chapped.
I just don't want to have to deal with that garbage. I'm out. It's bad enough I got to listen to Dopey K 162 games a year.
Gotta just put him on mute.
Fucking dope.
Yeah, like I tried. Like, I listened to a little of it. I really just tuned in for the interviews. I didn't bother with the rest of the show. Yeah. If Don's on there, just him or him and Peter, then I'll watch the whole thing. But
yeah, you get the look at him with the Maple Leaf. Like look.
Oh, Canada. Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh, James.
I don't know about that. That's yeah. But yo, this was fun, man.
It was a blast.
Oh, special announcement. The Saturday before the Super Bowl, the Saturday before the Super Bowl, we have a Saturday show scheduled starting the day before the Super Bowl, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. 3 shows a week. We're gonna see how this goes. If we get responses, we'll keep going. If not, we'll scale back. So you let us know what you want us to do.
Yes.
You want more of these two bozos? We'll give you mad. You want less of these two dopos? You want less of these two dopos? We'll give you less. You tell us what you want us to do. Okay? Because
I mean, we'd love for you to call in, but no K talk though. Because if you're gonna talk K, I don't know.
listen, if you talk K,
you're welcome anytime. You know that.
nah, but if you talk K, we might have to send you on a little band for a little while. Because I can't stand that dope. Anyway, what happened to your brother, man? All that cowboy optimism early in the year, and then he fell off the face of
Adrian he hasn't really commented either.
What happened to him, bro? His Cowboys went into hiding, and so did he. He broke out. He was like, "Nah, we really gonna suck. I can't talk no more." Here's a question for you, though.
Okay.
And I wanted to know, and I don't know if you can answer this now, but going back to the NFL a second, do you think that Lamar? I hear you, man. I hear you, brother. No, we were joking, but if you're the Ravens, do you think about cutting ties with John Harbaugh? Because there was some speculation about that in Baltimore.
Nah, I don't know. I think give him another year, and then you see what happens.
And then if not, cut bait.
Yeah, gotta go. Staff fresh.
Eric Bieniemy could be a job right there.
Maybe, but then we'll see. Maybe.
And honestly, how is Eric Bieniemy? How does he not have a job? I mean, good Lord, man.
Yeah, too much money, and the guy's had success. I mean, he hasn't won since the 2012 season, but he's a great coach. So
no, but you never know. I mean, we could say it's too much money, but if you stop producing results, then.
Oh, and here's another thing before we go for you, because you're the Browns fan. They were talking on Get Up this morning. I don't know if you saw it, but they were having a debate what they were going to do with Odell. Are they going to trade him? Because Stefanski said we're happy we're going to have him back next year, but I'm like, Stefanski, I don't know. You might, yeah. Because look at your offense. Look at your QB. He wasn't.
We don't need him.
You don't. You almost made it to the championship game without him.
Hey, right. So why would I put that on my quarterback? That makes no sense to me. And here's the thing. If you keep him, you got to deal with the head. And who knows what he comes back like in rehab.
Right.
I'm not doing that. I'm out.
And you said on Twitter, too, lately, like through the playoff run, he wasn't really supported. He didn't seem like he was engaged.
I mean, he was, but I'm talking about when they were fighting Pittsburgh, when the games got hairy, then he started saying something. But, bro, like, you were out since, like, week 8. You should have been cheering on the boys from Jump Street. Oh, I just got off the coach with Coach Stefanski. It's going to be a great year next year. Listen, I don't doubt Odell is a great talent. I don't doubt this. This is 100% factual.
Right.
The strides that Baker Mayfield took without him this year make me realize, bro, I don't really think I need you here. Like, because for all your talent, Odell's a basket case. He's a basket case, bro. If he's on that Kyrie Irving tip, we know how great they both are. But if they're not into it, they're gonna cry. They're gonna cause problems. They're gonna be I don't feel like playing, or you ain't give me the ball enough. Well, Odell comes to play, but there's just some things about Odell. I'm just like, yo, fam, look, I can't deal with you right now, bro. Like Baker's grown way too much to have to deal with you. I'm good with Jarvis being a number one wide receiver. You know what I want? JJ Watt. Fix my defense. Give me JJ Watt. Give me a freaking a pass rusher that can change the game for me. Odell, get him out of here. Get him out of here. I'll trade him for like a number 6 right now. I'm serious. He's laughing at me, but I'm so serious. Did you never, big dog? Seriously speaking, you never thought you hear the day where I'm like,
Yeah,
get him out of here.
that was your boy. Like you were riding and dying with him. That's why you switched teams because of Odell, and
Right.
now you want him gone.
Right.
I never thought it. You bought his Browns jersey. You were all, oh man, Odell, my boy, with the
Right.
dog pound, and he's here. We're gonna, and then now, get out. I mean, talk about a complete 180. God damn.
It's still dog pound. It's still dog pound, but he can't be a part of it. Like, and the way the team flourished down the stretch, bro. I can't do that, big dog. Like because you hate those guys, those me guys,
Yeah,
those guys that are all about themselves. He's all about himself.
that annoys me to no end.
It pisses me off. Like, yo, case in point, right? He was upset during the Cincinnati game that he didn't get enough touches. Like, bro, you scored a touchdown, bro. Like, I'm not getting you the ball. What did you keep? What was your illustration? The DK Metcalf play where he's going mental on the sidelines. Oh,
Right, and what happened? Russell Wilson tried to force it into him, and
got picked off.
pick 6.
Got picked off. Right. So I'm just like, yo, fam, I don't need this right now, bro. Like, you're causing way more drama than you're worth.
Yeah,
And he's older. And if you're the Giants and you're Giant fans, how do you feel about him working out with Saquon?
wait, what do you mean?
He's rehabbing his knee with Saquon Barkley because they both have torn ACLs.
I mean, not like he's coming back to the Giants.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
Yeah, if I'm the Giants, I wouldn't. No,
I'm like, yo,
you don't want that guy back. You got enough things to try and worry about and fix. You don't need that guy.
honestly, bro, you know who I'd rather take right now? Give me my wide receivers I got right now over Odell at this point in his career.
You're
I
good.
can't do it.
Yeah, you don't need much.
You think, but I think the Jets make a play at him.
Yeah, I don't know. If we got Odell, I don't know if I could. I don't know. Nah, no way. But that would be the Woody Johnson thing to do.
I know.
I might dip for a bit. I might.
Deshaun and Odell is gonna be your tandem.
I mean, it could work, but I highly doubt it.
That's funny. That's funny. Oh, Allen Robinson is gonna be a Jet. What are you breaking news here, James?
I
Hey
hope.
now.
I was about to check to wait, did that just happen? No, I want him badly too. I've always been a fan of his.
If your offseason is Allen Robinson and Chris Godwin wide receiver rise, you good with that, big dog?
Hell yeah. Absolutely. What are you kidding? Bamboo.
He may come out of his Jet closet.
I might actually pull the Jets clothes back out. And the Jets memorabilia, because I put some of it in the closet.
I'm surprised he got even a Jet screen background right now.
Well, just because the Robert Saleh press conference today, I did it, but I ain't wearing no Jet stuff yet. That's gonna take a while. I ain't doing that. This was for show purposes. It's not for me.
Big Dog's like, yo, listen, I gotta do way more work for me to
They
get
gotta make
excited.
the playoffs, then I'll think about wearing this stuff again.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Before we get on out of here, let's pay some bills. The Nick and Steph Show beanie is available right now at the shop, 3clipsmedia.com/shop.
The mask.
And the Nick and Steph Show mask is available at the shop as well. So 3clipsmedia.com/shop. Protect yourself from this coronavirus and protect that dome, because if you're a bald brother like me, it gets cold out there. So you need.
And I gotta get a haircut this week, but usually I'm looking like you know, with no hair.
Yeah.
The beanies, the knit hats come in handy in the winter.
Yeah, especially when you can't feel the
Not
dome.
that we're going anywhere, but you know, you go for a walk or whatever. You want to protect the head. So
Training, you know what I mean? The money maker over here, as far as we're concerned. Facts. Want to protect the cranium. Anyway, man. So did we do it all? Did we say it all? Did we dissect it the way it needed to be dissected? Is there anything else you want to get into before we get on out of here? Any soccer? Any interesting soccer headlines? Nothing?
Oh, to be honest, off the top of my head, no. But the one thing I do want to say is this again, we're going to try it out and see what you guys think. But the Saturday show will definitely be a lot more soccer filled. And I mean, we'll talk about other stuff, but I really want soccer to get its due as well. And, you know, we haven't talked about it in a while, but I'd like to get back into it. So.
Right. All right, man. Sounds good. This was fun. Hey, guys, if you didn't catch it live, catch the replay. The show's going to be uploaded a crap ton more times.
Yes. Watch it, share it, like it, do what you got to do, retweet it.
Support the family and we'll support you. Okay? And we're getting off the air right before Big Dog has a meltdown. So good night, folks.
We'll be back and better than ever on Monday.
6:30 p.m. Eastern.
Our freaking predictions. We didn't make predictions.
Oh, hey now, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Look at us about to
we
get
gotta do a prediction.
Oh. I'm going. I think I'm going Green Bay, man.
Yeah.
I think I'm going Green Bay, Kansas City in the
Nobody's
Super Bowl.
picking Tampa Bay. Nobody.
I think I'm going Green Bay. I think I'm going Green Bay, Kansas City in the Super Bowl. Although my heart really wants to see somebody from Bills Mafia just put through a table just one more time.
Yo, they're diehard, man.
But Bills Mafia, my heart's pulling for you, but I just got put through 3.5 quarters of the Mahomes experience, and it wasn't fun, so I'm praying for you.
Oh, man.
What do you got?
My original preseason pick from over the summer, I said it, and I'm sticking with it. Tampa Bay versus Kansas City.
Oh.
Tampa Bay will win. Kansas City will win as long as they got Mahomes in there. If not, then although maybe, you know, who knows? Henny could come through again, but I don't think it's going to be hard. But if Mahomes is in there, Chiefs win. And listen, Tampa Bay can't play in the snow thing. I don't want to hear that. I'm sorry. Usually that is a narrative with warm weather teams, but
Brady was in New England for 90 years.
And Antonio Brown was in Pittsburgh forever. So come on. Stop with they can't play in the snow.
Like, come on, bro. They've been playing in the snow for 100 years.
Listen, I want Green Bay to win. I mean, I don't like Aaron
Of course.
Rodgers either, but I hate Brady
Listen, but-
beyond belief. So
Yes, God. So if Brady
I want
loses,
Green Bay, but
he might run around his crib with joy in his heart. Like it's real.
this type of
What do
game
you-
and nobody picking Tampa, that's already set up for Brady to win. I'm telling you.
Uh-oh.
I could see it.
What do you think this game's gonna come down to? What do you think both these games gonna come down to? Is it turnovers? Is it time of possession? Is it
Turnovers.
turnovers? Man. I got something else interesting for you. I know we always focus on the turnovers, but I think it's the amount of possessions. Whoever gets more possessions in both of these football games is gonna win.
Okay.
So that's my key because I don't think we're gonna get turnovers from both of these quarterbacks. If anybody turns the football over a lot, it's probably going to be Josh Allen because the moment may get too big. But I don't see Brady just giving away the football. I don't see Rodgers just giving away the football. And I think if Mahomes is healthy, Kansas City is as dangerous as they go, as it gets. So
We'll see.
Hopefully we know what it looks like.
Because
Super
they
Bowl.
did say he's still in concussion protocol, but he actually practiced very limited. But
Which means if he's practicing, he's playing.
and John
Well,
said it
clearly.
too. My cousin John, shouts out to him. Him and mine, me, him, my uncle John are in a sports group chat, and he said, watch the NFL, be involved in it, like under the table, like they're gonna be like, yo, play him. We need ratings. We need play.
Right.
So, which I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah.
They're money hungry guys, the NFL. You don't
Even though they're richer than, forget about it. But
no, we agree, but if there's real money involved in this, there's no way
be
the
like,
NFL
yo, KC, like, he'll be all right. Just play him. Come on, you can do this one thing.
As soon as we see a headshot, we'll throw the flag. Don't worry about it. It'll be good.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to think like that, but it's kind of
No, God forbid.
oh man. I feel like they did the same thing with Drew Brees though. Drew Brees wasn't ready, but they're like, yo, Drew, tape up them ribs and let's go, fam. You retiring.
Yeah, because remember, he came back against who? The Chiefs. Come on, they wanted ratings. Because they knew if Kansas City Drew Brees wasn't playing for New Orleans, not as many people would have watched it. Come on.
And you probably would have lost the game like 29-10. Some shit like that.
Forget about it. But you know the NFL,
oh man, NFL, y'all wrong, bro.
Sneaky, yes.
I think I Mr. D. Very sneaky, sir. Very sneaky, sir.
Oh, Mr. D, I love that movie.
Very sneaky. I like feet.
Oh, Adam Sandler. By the way, big Jet and Yankee fan, Adam Sandler. Love that guy. And if you don't like Adam Sandler, I don't know.
Something wrong with you.
How can you not love the Sandman? Come on. Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison. Back to school. Oh, classic.
My shoes tight. I don't fight, don't get in a fight.
Right.
Back to school.
Oh, funny. Yeah, 51st dates, 8 crazy nights. Oh, the list could go on and on. The Wedding Singer.
Do you really want to hurt me?
See, we sing on the show for you. We're pretty good, me and this guy. I'm not trying to, like
Well, you know.
pat ourselves on the back, but we're both solid singers.
Well, he's the singer. I'm more of the.
I've heard you sing. You could sing.
Lyrical kind, but I'm not a singer anymore. I got Old Man River vocal cords. I'm done.
No, stop.
Yeah. Anyway, man, we ain't gotta go home, but we got to get the hell up out of here. Monday, 6:30 Eastern, back and better than ever. Hopefully, we get a good foosball weekend. We get some compelling action. We see my homie on the foosball field. And the Knicks pull off a miracle and beat Golden State for me tonight. I doubt it. But,
The way you're like, yeah, but I doubt it. And let's go out tonight. Get another win.
A man can dream. I mean, ultimately, you have to wake up from the dream. But
we got the Devils back to back, actually. Well, tonight and then Sunday. So a couple days off.
You get a nice little days off. Listen, nobody going out. We don't want to spread this thing around. Stay in the hotel room. Don't do nothing crazy.
Wear your mask. Don't gather, please. Yeah, we got two. We got another one against the Devils, then the two against Washington, and then two against Philly. So,
well, hot damn.
Interesting. Very interesting, Skage.
All right, guys.
All right.
Ready. Big dog, I like the Jets. I think that's gooch. And just for fun, we
I hate your background, but, you know, what are you going to do?
Nah, before we get on that, a man can dream, right? So I'm going to dream. I'm going to have hope. And hopefully they pull it out for me. All right, I'm out.
All right.
All right.